Earlier tonight, Memphis police released 4 different videos. They show the moments leading up to and after the brutal beating of a former Sacramento man, Tyre Nichols.
I think it's both good and bad. It brings transparency, and it helps people to be able to see with their own eyes what actually happened on video. But these videos are also traumatic. And so I do think at some point we will start modifying what we do with videos, because I think at times, and this video might be one of those, that they're so traumatic they shouldn't just be all over the news.
You just heard former Sacramento Police Chief Daniel Hahn. Is something that we've spent a lot of time thinking about in our newsroom. Reporter Brendan Ritterman is part of the team who's been working with us to review the video and decided what's not appropriate for us to air in our newscast or online. These are really difficult discussions to have, but very, very important, Brendan.
Yeah, and I think there's no perfect answer. That's the big takeaway here. Seeing is believing. We're talking about powerful evidence of an alleged murder on tape. That's news, and I think everybody here agrees that that's news, but frankly, each of us feels a little differently about what parts need to go on TV. Some of us want to err on the side of showing you everything, not wanting to sanitize what happened. Others of us feel not necessary to show it at all, really. It's a person fatally injured on tape, left to lay in the street. It's not really pleasant to watch. So today we actually went back and watched the Rodney King videos from 1991, trying to get some perspective on the decisions we were making. But there is one huge difference between then and now. Back then, if we didn't put it on TV, people might not be able to see it. Today, this video is online and most people are watching it here, and that's certainly something people are free to do right now. So it's not that we're the gatekeepers that we once were.
Right, and there certainly is an appetite for more transparency, and we want to be a part of those conversations too. And a few years ago, we might have shown all of this video, and we're not doing that today. We're being very conscientious about that.
Yeah, we're not showing it all for the reasons we just described. We're taking kind of a middle way. We've been showing short clips, still frames of the video as needed on the news. And if you want to see the whole thing, like I mentioned, we want you to be able to do that. You can actually go on ABC10.com right now and find the whole thing. But here on TV, we really wanted to show what you need to get a good grasp of the story tonight. We don't have to show all the worst parts of the video in order to do that. But we have chosen to put some of it on the air. We might dial that back in the days ahead because we understand it can be hard to see these things over and over and over again. So we're going to keep these conversations going in this building, making these decisions story by story, trying to balance how we use this kind of video going forward.
Exactly, and we want to express that sensitivity as well for our viewers. We don't want to re-traumatize, and there is a larger conversation about trying to be sensitive to everyone's backgrounds and where they're coming from and providing that context and perspective. So Brandon, we really appreciate you diving into this and pulling back the curtain, so to speak, on how we make these important decisions.
Yeah, absolutely, and I will just add, it's amazing that we have these videos. I mean, we're seeing a response to this that is unlike we've seen before, and part of the reason is because they have so many angles of it.
That's right. Those conversations will continue in our newsroom and on air and online. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you.